Hello and welcome. As we continue to build our snowman inside of Blender, one thing that's kind of missing from him, he needs a nose. And we're going to play around with different options to give him a great carrot nose. So that's what we always gave for a nose when I was a little girl. We always gave our snowman carrots. So what we're going to do is just pick a space, zoom in, hit Shift A, and we're going to add a cylinder. Now, you're probably thinking this doesn't look like a carrot at all. Well, that's where the creativity and the fun comes in, so follow along. I'm going to begin by smoothing this out. I'm going to hit the tab button to go into edit mode. Now I'm going to deselect all of the vertices by hitting the A key on my keyboard, and I'm going to select the ones at the top, and right now it looks like I'm in face mode. I think I want to go back to the vertice mode. So I'm just going to make sure I'm selecting that vertex select. And I'm going to hit the S button to scale inward. And actually I want to scale perfectly to 0. So, well, maybe not to 0. Let's just scale in. But if you wanted it to come to a perfect point, you could hit S0 on your keyboard and it would turn that into a cone. But we're just going to go in right about there because we want to give it some dimensions at the top there. Now if we select all of the vertices on the bottom, which is a box select with the B key, draw a box around the vertices you want. We can make that a little smaller too. Bring that in a little more. We're trying to get to something that looks more like a carrot shape. Now what I want to do is actually add in a couple of different points where we can edit, adding in more edges. So if we hit Control R on the keyboard, notice how the purple line appeared. And if you hit the middle mouse wheel button, you can get a few more lines. So if you go down, you add lines. If you go up, you erase lines. I think I want to add about just 3. So if I click, it will add in those edges for me. And now you can see that we can start to create something that looks a little more like a carrot. So I'll go in closer and we will use the box select to just kind of scale in there. Maybe make that like that. And maybe we'll add in a few more shapes. Sometimes when you're playing around with adding in edges, like giving it slight imperfections is the best thing you can do. So sometimes I will grab a point and just start to just move things around a little bit because I notice like any kind of vegetable or fruit or anything in nature doesn't really have like a perfect shape. So we want to just select points on here, and I'm just using the G key to kind of grab, and we're just kind of changing the shape of our carrot a little bit, rotating it, maybe at the top here I want to select all those vertices. You have 2 ways you can do it. You can use the B key to box select the vertices and kind of draw a box around it, or you can do like a control option and it lets you select the entire line. So as you practice more and you get more comfortable, the control option is probably the fastest way. Now if you hit E on your keyboard, that's a shortcut for extrude. So we can kind of build more faces, and I'm just going to scale in because I want to give this carrot kind of a round tip, and I'm going to do it one more time. And now like something like that, and rotate it around. And we'll just keep experimenting with our carrot. We won't get too carried away with it, but I think it'll look better if it's a little bit skinnier. So let's scale these parts in a bit. And now let's maybe bring that one of these points up a little. And this is just one of those things, like as an artist, you have to decide what you think looks best. But Now I really believe that that looks more like a carrot than the original shape that we started with. So I'm going to save what we have, which is very important. You can go to File, Save, or the Command keyboard shortcut, Command S, and we've got a carrot nose. Thank you for watching.